Hello ladies and gentlemen and everything in between, it is I, Blue here from Blue Bears Games, and today I am going to be unboxing and showing you what's in the box for the Commander Legends, Dungeons & Dragons, Battle for Baldur's Gate Commander, Precon from Wizards of the Coast, Exit From Exile. It looks like this will be a Wolf or Werewolf style deck. I actually haven't looked at any of the deck lists for this yet, so I'm going to be just as surprised at what's in it as you are if you haven't seen it yet. So let me go ahead and get started, and then tomorrow I will be doing an upgrade guide for it. However, it's going to be a little pressed for time, because I'm actually opening this without looking at the list first. So let's see what's inside the box. So as normal, we get these with all the little chits, and I'm going to remind people of this every time. This is a good divider for your cards. This piece here, I've been using it lately, and it's pretty cool. And then, of course, we get the little counters, or for whatever. I wish that they had the +1/+1, the hexproof, and all that stuff that the other ones did, but that's that. And then we got the little box here, which, for some reason, these deck boxes haven't come broken like the Streets of New Capital ones did. So, all right, so we've got the divider. We've got this life counter with a creepy girl on the front. We got this, which doesn't do anything anymore. I wish it did. We've got the deck, which I'll get into in a minute. But first, we're going to do the Collector's Booster Sample Pack. Now, I wasn't really impressed with the first one, especially since it looks like there's not really much of value in this set specifically. Minus one card that was in the last deck. But let's see. All right, let's see what they gave us for free. All right, Wand of Wonder in a borderless, and Sivris in the, what is that, rulebook treatment. And that is not foil, it doesn't look like. Or maybe it is, I can't tell in this light. I don't know, I'll look at it in a different light. And the prices will be up there so you can see what they are. All right, with that out of the way, let's look at the deck, or let's open the deck first and look at it, and I'll show you who's inside and what it comes with. All right, let's get rid of some of this cellophane wrap. Split the deck so it's easier to handle, and go from there. All right, so this deck has Faldorn, Dread Wolf Herald as the commander, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little better. And it is a green, a red, and one of any for a 3/3. So right off the bat, that's pretty good. It is a human druid, and the ability it has is whenever you cast a spell from exile, or a land enters the battlefield under your control from exile, you can create a 2/2 green wolf token. Okay, and then one to tap it, discard a card, exile the top card of your library, and you may play that card this turn. And it's in red, so that's pretty good. So that's a good start. The secondary commander, let's take a look at that. It is, you know what, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so I can have room here. Durnum of the Yawning Portal. This must be a background one. It is. All right, so it's 1 green, 3 of any for a 3/3. Whenever Durnum attacks, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may exile a creature card from among them. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. For as long as that card remains exiled, you may cast it, and then this spell has Undaunted, which means it costs 1 less for each opponent, so up to 3 if you're in a pot of 4. And you can choose the background, and the background they chose here is Passionate Archaeologist, and it says commander creatures you own have whenever you cast a spell from exile, which is great so far. This creature deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to target opponent. It's actually not too bad. I'm going to take a guess here, and it's not really themed on werewolves. I think it's just coincidence that it creates a werewolf or a wolf token. All right, so pretty good start right off the bat. Nature's Lure, one of the best ramp cards in Magic. A cool looking Arcane Signet and a command tower, Demon Bolt, and I see the mechanic of Foretell is in here, so I bet you there's going to be a bunch of them in here. Embereth, Shieldbreaker, because you can adventure it. Okay, that's pretty cool. Light Up the Stage, good card all around. One of the better cards created in the last 10 years for red. Volcanic Torrent has Cascade, so again, casting it from exile. All right, I like the theme here. I like where it's going with this. Beanstalk Giant, I actually put this in all my budget decks. Beast Within, good removal. Cultivate, more ramp. Explore, okay. Good Diamond's Reach. They actually put a lot of good ramp in this deck. My ramp suggestions will be very minimal when it comes to this deck for the upgrade guide. Natural Reclamation, so you can cascade it. Sakura Tri-Belder. Wow, they put a lot of good stuff in this deck. Search for Tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to have much of an upgrade guide for this. Terramorph. Wow, they put both Nature's Lure and 3 visits. So that kind of, wow. All right. Bloodbraid Elf. They really put a lot into this. Like Grumgully, one of my favorite commanders to build. I use this as a precon for my own offerings, the official WotC precons. This deck is actually filled to the gills with a lot of good cards to use for commander. Ash Barrens, Bladed Woodland, I use them in my budget decks. Gruul Turf, Highland Forest, Myriad Landscape, Temple of the False God. That's actually, oh, whatever. Wow, what did they do here? Why is this in the middle? Anyway, all right, so I guess we're going to get into some of the rares here. Delayed Blast Fireball, so it's able to be foretold. So you can cast it from exile. What's that say? Now, does anybody know how to say that? Nalfishni? Interesting. All right, whenever you cast a spell from exile. Okay. Green Slime. It's a good name. It's a D&D name for sure. That can be foretold. Journey to the Lost City. Oh, and if you want to read all these cards, these are a lot of text. So if you want to read them, pause the video for a second to read them. I'm just taking a look at what's in it. I'm just showing you the cards. It's the upgrade guide that I will be telling you about cards. Tinkali Hunter. Venture Forth. Oh, a suspend card. Saravox Tomb. Aurora Phoenix. Ooh, is this another Phoenix? No, it's not another Phoenix Lord. Damn. Bone Crusher Giant. I actually make a giant deck that actually used these. I built it for somebody in Canada and they loved it. Dire Fleet Daredevil. Dream Pillager. Itali. Of course Itali. I think they actually build decks specifically around just being able to put an Itali in it. Greater Gargadon. Ignite the Future. Flashback. You may cast this card from your graveyard, but it doesn't cast it from exile. But the ability is to exile the top 3 cards. That's pretty good. Is it Chemister? Jessica's Will? Wow. They really went all out for this precon. Laila, the Blade Reforged. Mizium Mortars. It's actually not bad removal for red. It's not as good as some. Outpost Siege. Alright. That's actually pretty good here. Stolen Strategy. I really like this deck. So far, I'm liking what it's doing. Tectonic Giant. More Giants. Wow. Urabrask. Wow. Warstorm Surge. It's good for damage. Wild Magic Sorcerer. Should have been Wild Mage. Arasta. Interesting. I mean, I don't see the... I mean, I guess creating tokens is a sub-theme in this deck for protections, I guess. Whenever a permanent you control becomes target of spell or ability, opponent controls, you may draw a card. So card draw. I see why that's mythic. Endrace Forerunners. If you don't know, I use this as my poor man's Crater Hoof Behemoth in all of my Commander precons that I build, the budget ones. Azorius Predation. Actually pretty good. Actually really good. Hornet Queen. Lovestruck Beast. Mana Gorger Hydra. It's actually not bad. Primeval Bounty is really good. And Return of the Wild Speaker. Alright. Back half of the deck. And I only say back half because they don't put these in an order like I do. So one of the cards that I really like for a lot of builds is this Sandwarden Convergence. I wish that I had more copies of this. This is now the only copy I have. It's actually pretty good. It prevents things from being able to attack you or planeswalkers you control that have flying. And in a lot of decks, especially for green, that's pretty good. Sweet Gum Recluse. So I guess that's for the reach. Vivian. Vivian's pretty good in a lot of decks. I like her ability to cast creatures as they had flash. As if they had flash. Escape to the Wilds. Xenagos. They really did go all out for this deck. Chaos Wand. Not bad. Castle Embereth. Good card. Cinderglade. Game Trail. I guess it's going to go into lands now. Kessig Wolf Run. Mossfire Valley. Are there 2 in here? Like the one precon? Mosswort Bridge. Raging Ravine. Spine Rock Knoll. Temple of Abandon. I guess it's going to be a lot of basics here. The D&D style with all the words on them. Forests. I like that these are 2-color decks as well. The thick version of Faldorn. I guess that's etched foil. I don't know. And then let's look at some of the tokens because I always like to see them. The Initiative. Wolf tokens, naturally. Spider tokens. Satyr tokens. Phyrexian Beasts. And then on the other side, Worm tokens for the Sandworm Convergence. Beast tokens for... I forget the name of the card off the top of my head. Human tokens. I don't remember why that's in here. Insects. And then the Undercity. So that's what they gave us. I actually think this deck would be really fun. I'm looking at it, and I mean, initial view of just the deck itself, I'm thinking that this is probably out of the box, at least a power level 5. I'm going to give it a fun level of about 7 or 8. It looks pretty fun. So that's what's in the box. Do me the favor of joining me tomorrow as I do hopefully I can get one in, a somewhat plausible upgrade guide for this deck. And this is I'm sorry, I have to say it again, the Exit From Exile from Commander Legends, Dungeons & Dragons, Battle for Baldur's Gate Commander Precon from Wizards of the Coast. So join me for that, and I will see you there. Have a good one. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or just want to talk about the deck or any of the other decks and videos that I create, you can go ahead and contact me at bluebearsgames.online on Facebook. You can email me at bluebearsgames@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you when I have an opportunity. Or you can leave a comment in the section below, and I'll get back to you in that way. And then if you want to talk further after that, you can go ahead and contact me one of the other 2 ways. On top of that, if you're looking to help support the channel, there are a couple ways you can do so. The first way is actually just out of generosity. You can go ahead and do some donations to me. And the way you can do that is through PayPal at paypal.me/BlueBearsGames, at Venmo at Blue Bears Games, or through Cash App at $Bluebearsgames. The second way that you could help support the channel, this one actually gets you something for your money. You can go ahead and take a look at all the decks that I've made, and you can make a purchase of 1 or 2 or maybe even 5. I have 60 card decks available for sale, and I also have commander decks available for sale. So if you're looking at them, you can go ahead and take a look at any of my stuff on the Facebook page or through the Facebook Marketplace. They're all available there. You can see the logo that you need to look for, and all those are available for purchase. You can contact me at any time, and we'll go ahead and talk about how you can acquire one of those. And the last option is the freest of the 3 options. You can do me the favor of subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. That way, when I get to my 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, somebody else will be paying for the bill. You can also like the video. Apparently, the analytics show that the more people who like your video, the more viewed it gets. So that would help me as well. Or you can share it out on your social medias, whatever one you have, and other people will eventually start subscribing and watching more videos. So all 3 options are great and will help support the channel. That is my time for the day. Join me again tomorrow for the upgrade guide, and I will see you there. Have a good one.